What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan of the game, and also the rebel of the YouTube underground. And I am back with yet another video, and this is the Uncharted 4 beta gameplay. So you guys know, if you saw my last video, I think it was my last video, but I announced that on Black Friday I'll cop myself a PS4, and yeah, I bought the Nathan Drake edition, and that was nice that I bought it that late because now the Uncharted 4 beta is out for the multiplayer. So this is the multiplayer. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and how I felt about the multiplayer. I played a few games the night it came out and I streamed it. You guys may have seen it. I was getting destroyed because I'm trash. But yeah, I talk about how I feel about this game. So not only is this going to be my impressions video, but this is also going to be a test for my new Elgato HD60. That's how I recorded this gameplay. Obviously, I didn't use PlayStation Record because it looks like garbage. So I bought myself a Elgato HD60 from a job to go with my PlayStation 4, man, so I can record the gameplay and have it look all silky smooth. So this is a test for that as well. So let's get on to the gameplay, man. I'm talking about how I feel about this game. Now, first thing first, you must take what I say with a grain of salt. I have never played any of the Uncharted games that came out in the past. I didn't own a PS3, I owned an Xbox 360. And I've never ever played any of those games. So, what I say, I don't know a lot about it. I don't have much experience with it. This is just things I noticed from me playing this version. Now, I've heard of how the other ones were. I've seen people complaining about how this game looked before they even played it. So I am aware of some of the things that people were upset about when they first saw the trailer for this beta. But, like I said, never played them. Never played the other ones. So, yeah, anyway. So first things first, the first thing I noticed about this game, now take this with a grain of salt too. Now remember, I am mainly a PC gamer now, okay? But the graphics, now I've heard a lot of people saying the graphics look amazing. They don't look amazing to me. They're mediocre graphics to me. I did see some weird artifacts when I first started playing, like I would see horizontal lines in like shrubbery and things like that, and I was like, why does it look like that? And it looked so hazy and not very sharp. Come to find out that the multiplayer is running at 900p instead of 1080p. So that would actually explain those horizontal lines I was seeing, because it's upscaling it to a 1080p TV, but it's running at 900p. So it's not, 1080p, where it's going to look a lot sharper. But I can tell you that the textures of the game look very good. The textures on the characters look very good. The character models, they look pretty good. I like the way they look. That's very nice. Now, I can understand why they downgraded the game and why it runs at 900p, because I heard the single player is going to actually run at 1080p. But the reason they did it to the multiplayer is so that the multiplayer can run at a smooth 60 FPS. And I thank them for that. They get my praise, because if you remember a video I made a while back when I was playing Battlefield 4, I was mentioning how I felt that Xbox One and PS4 developers should lower the resolution on their games so they can run at 60 FPS. And I'm starting to see that they're listening. With Halo 4, get the Duke, he got turned on so hard and I got bodied. But with Halo 5, they actually, they lowered the resolution and some things to make sure that game ran at 60 FPS. And Naughty Dog did the same thing with this game. They dropped the multiplayer down to 900p, so it literally will run at 60 FPS with a few drops. It gets a few dips here and there, but it's not a lot. Like, for the most part, it's a stable 60 FPS. And that's good. I'm glad that they did that. The game is a lot more playable. It moves a lot smoother. It's more responsive because they did that. So I'm glad they did that. And then, the single player mode, you're definitely going to see probably a bigger advancement in the graphics. It's probably going to look a lot sharper, a lot cleaner. The texture's going to be better. It's probably going to have better effects, because that's going to be at literally 1080p, 30 FPS. So it's going to run a little slower, but the graphics are going to be a lot prettier. So I'm glad they thought about the multiplayer, and I will definitely have to say good job to Naughty Dog for thinking about that and making the multiplayer run, at a 60 FPS, because that's what every developer should do for the Xbox and the PS4. All right, so that is good. I like the graphics. Like I said, they're okay. They're not bad. They're not the worst thing I've ever seen. But you know, me being a PC gamer, I'm used to, you know, sharp 1080p graphics with everything ultra. But like I said, I can see why they did it. It makes the game run better. All right, so the gameplay. Now, like I said before, never played any other Uncharted games, so please take what I say with a grain of salt. Now, the gameplay. It is very Gears of War friendly right now. I mean, Gears of War like, but it does things better than Gears of War. And I'm sorry if you're an Xbox fan or a Gears of War fan, but I told you way before I don't like Gears of War. And the main reason is the A button does everything. You press A to hold onto a wall, you press A to get off a wall, you press A to hurdle over things. The A button does too much. It shouldn't be doing that many things. And this game got it right. Okay, so this game, you press B to post yourself up on a wall and behind cover, but then you press A to jump. You press A to jump over walls, things like that. It makes sense, okay? Oh, I'm so dumb, yo. I'm sorry, man. I'm still used to the Xbox controls. I meant X makes you hurdle over things, while circle makes you post up on walls. Let's get back to the video. So, I like that. Another thing that's very Gears of War like is that, you know, you can just shoot somebody in the head all day. I guess it may be a multiplier, but it don't drop people on one shot. That annoys me. Or 2 shots, because I had to shoot people in the head about 3 times to drop them. That's a little nitpicky annoyance that I don't like about it, but that's not enough to ruin the game for me. Now, third thing, now this doesn't bother me, but I probably would have liked it the way it was before, but I've heard people complain about this before they got to try the beta, and that is the down but not out. So every time you body somebody, they always fall down, but they're not out. And they have the chance of getting picked up by their fellow teammates, which can be annoying. That can be annoying sometimes if the person's too far or he gets shot behind a barrier. And you no longer can see him, you can't finish him off, and his teammate can run over there and pick him up before you can get a kill on him. Also, along with that, you may drop someone, and you got your teammates who are very thirsty for kills. I know a lot of you guys play Call of Duty either back in the day or now, and if you play Kill Confirmed, you kill somebody, somebody's going to steal your tags so they can get the points and get, you know, to the kill streak. It's just like that on here. So you drop somebody, your teammates will be thirsty and they will steal that kill. So that's something that is very annoying. Now, I've seen the older Uncharted, they didn't have down but not out. You know, you shot somebody down, they were dead, the kill was yours. That would have been very, very good, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I don't care about the down but not out. As long as I know I got them downs and I was going in dropping people, I'm okay. I don't need the KOs. I can care less about the KOs. You only get 50 points for that, but you get 100. You get $100 for the downs, and so that's what I pretty much care about the most, because that means I literally did drop them, but somebody was thirsty and stole my kill. Okay, so that's how I feel about that. The gunplay. The gunplay, it's a spray and pray fest. There's really no recoil in the guns. Now, like I said, I didn't play the old one, so I don't know if there's a difference, but you can pretty much hold down the trigger and light somebody up with pretty much no problem. It's not a lot of bullet spread or anything like that. The guns pretty much shoot in a laser, and you see every bullet you fire to. So yeah, it's not that hard. Now, one thing I don't like, where's the blood at on this game, man? Like this, I'm shooting people with AKs. I would expect the, you know, blood. Is this game rated teen or something, bro? Like, what is up with this? Like, I feel like I'm playing a Nintendo game. Scratch that. Actually, a Nintendo game, which was GoldenEye on the 64, actually still had blood. Now, it didn't fly all over the place, but, you know, it would show, like, when you shoot a person, there'll be a red mark there, you know, indicating blood. There's no blood at all in this game. So I don't understand that, but that's just another nitpick that I have about the game. It's not a deal breaker. I still have fun playing the game. Now, one thing they did this with this installment is they went a little over the top, and I always say that with the 4th installment on a lot of games, they always go over the top. Call of Duty did it with Call of Duty 4. They added perks and kill streaks and being able to spray and pray and stuff like that, which wasn't in the older Call of Duties. Gears of War did it with their 4th installment. They didn't call it Gears of War 4, but you might as well have called it Gears of War 4. You know, they made it so down but not out was out the game, and all these other weird things. And then there, Halo did it with their 4th installment. So yeah, they're kind of doing the same thing here. You got these little kill streaks and things you can call in. After you make a certain amount of money, you can call in a sidekick, which is one I love to do. The guy with the whole bunch of armor and the heavy machine gun, like he comes out and just starts bodying people. And then you even got mystic powers that you can call in. Now these are weird. People were complaining about this, but it's okay. But I just think it's weird. Like I see people running around like the Flash, And there's one that you saw me do where you throw this little talisman out and this little totem pops up and it starts shooting spirits at people, and it starts killing them. That one's crazy. I like doing that, but yeah, I don't know where these mystical spirit powers came from, but I guess they'll explain it in the single player. But all in all, man, like I had fun with the beta. I'm still playing it. But let me know how you feel about it in the comment section down below. Are you enjoying this game? Do you like it better than Uncharted 3? Because I heard that one sucked. But this is your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, and I'm gone!